Her very last breath. My name is Elise, and this happened to me in Savannah, Georgia in 2018 when I was working as a home hospice caregiver. I had seen many patients on the edge of life, had sat beside countless beds, held hands, and cared for people when their families could not. I never imagined one case would haunt me forever. Her name was Mrs. Hayworth, a woman in her late 80s, bedridden, non-verbal, and nearing the end. Her regular caregiver had abruptly quit overnight. No notice, no explanation, and I was sent in as the emergency replacement. When I walked into the house, the air felt wrong. Not cold, not dark, but heavy, as if whatever lived inside those walls had drawn a long breath and was holding it. Her daughter, Marilyn, greeted me at the door. She looked exhausted, but also relieved. "Thank you for coming," she said. "Since her last caregiver left so suddenly, we've been overwhelmed." I didn't ask why the other caregiver left. Sometimes people burn out. Sometimes family dynamics get messy. Sometimes emotions are too much. But the strange look in Marilyn's eyes made me wonder. She led me to her mother's room. Mrs. Hayworth lay rigid under the blankets, eyes half open, staring at the ceiling. Her lips moved faintly, as if she were whispering to someone I couldn't see. But no sound came out. "She hasn't spoken in weeks," Marilyn said quietly. I nodded, checked her breathing, her skin, her vitals. Everything was as expected for someone near the end of life. But the entire time, I felt watched. Not by her, by something else in the room. The first strange thing happened an hour into my shift. I turned away from the bed to grab gloves from my bag. When I turned back, her eyes were locked onto mine. Wide. If you're enjoying this real nightmare, please like and subscribe for more. Alert. Terrified. I stepped closer. "Are you okay, sweetheart?" Her chest rose quickly, like she was trying to speak. Her hand twitched. Then she pointed. Not at me, but at the corner behind me. I turned around. Nothing. When I faced her again, tears were sliding down her face. That was the first moment I felt real fear. That night, Marilyn asked if I'd stay a few hours longer so she could rest. I agreed. Hospice care is unpredictable, and families need all the help they can get. Around midnight, as I charted the evening's notes, the bedroom lights flickered. Once, twice, then steadied. I went to check the lamp, but the bulb was cool, like it hadn't been on very long. I sat back down beside her bed. She was staring at me again. Her eyes followed me with urgency, like she was trying desperately to communicate. "It's okay," I whispered, taking her hand. "You're safe." But she didn't relax. Her fingers gripped mine, surprisingly strong, and she raised her trembling arm again, pointing to the darkness behind me. I turned slowly. The room was empty, but the shadows looked deeper, thicker, as if something stood inside them, watching both of us. My body went cold. At 2 a.m., the hallway floor creaked. Slow, steady footsteps approached the room. I assumed it was Marilyn checking in, but the steps were too heavy, too deliberate. Like someone tall, someone with weight, someone steady and slow. I stood in the doorway. "Marilyn?" No answer. The footsteps stopped right outside the room. The air shifted, the way it does when a person walks very close. Then the smell hit me. Rotting earth. Wet soil. Something ancient and wrong. I stepped back into the room. "Who's there?" Silence. The hallway was empty, but something brushed past my arm. cold and electric, like a wind made of fingers. Behind me, a choked sound escaped Mrs. Hayworth's throat. I ran to her. Her chest rose and fell in quick panic. Her eyes darted violently from me to the empty space beside the dresser. She wasn't looking at a shadow. She was looking at something specific, something that was definitely there. By sunrise, her condition had worsened. Her breathing changed. That distinct pattern we see when the end is near. Long pause, shallow breath, long pause. I woke Marilyn. She stood beside the bed, tears streaming as she brushed her mother's hair back. "Mum, we're here. You can rest now." Her mother stared at her daughter, then at her son-in-law who had arrived moments earlier. Then her eyes slid past them, to that same dark corner. Her breathing quickened. Her lips trembled. Her fingers clawed at the blanket. I whispered in her ear, "It's okay. You're not alone. Your family is here." But she wasn't afraid of leaving. She was afraid of what she saw waiting. Her daughter sobbed. "Mom, what is it?" "Mom," and then it happened. For the first time since I met her, she moved. She sat straight up in the bed with unnatural strength, her back arched, her arms shaking. She stared into the corner behind her family, eyes wide, horrified, locked on something they couldn't see. Her mouth opened in a silent scream, and then sound tore from her throat, raw and agonizing. "No, no, no, please, not them." She pointed with a trembling, accusing finger at something just beyond her daughter's shoulder. Her family turned, terrified, but the corner was empty. She saw something they couldn't, something that had come for her, but she thought it wanted them. Her scream shattered into a strangled gasp, and she fell back against the pillows. Gone. Silence swallowed the room. Her daughter sobbed into her father's arms, but I stood frozen, staring into that corner, certain that we were not alone. The air pressed in around us, heavy, watching, waiting. I didn't see anything, but I felt it leave, like a cold breath exhaled by something that didn't belong in this world, finally getting what it came for. I get a little nervous every time I get a hospice emergency call now, and when a patient's eyes follow something that isn't there. I still remember the terror in her eyes right before she passed. Whatever stood in that last doorway, sheesh. Not everyone passes peacefully. Some leave, screaming. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.